Hey, Brooklyn babe, or boys being shy now. I just caught him harassing the plant roots, so I figured he'd be lively, but I threw him some food and he ate, and now he's just hanging out over here. Guess he just wants to be over on the dark side. I don't know. You can't blame him. I like it in the dark. I got at least 3 or 4 more of those Grateful Dead pictures I've been posting on your community. I gotta put them up there still. I'll probably do that when I'm done. Do it later on. Hi, Kathy Rebuilds. How you doing? I am good. Other than I just vacuumed this tank yesterday, and I'm probably gonna have to do it again tomorrow. All right, now he's back over, moving around a little bit. I really got to get a. Well, I got one. I got to see if it will fit here. A backdrop. Oh, he's good. He's good. Being a little bit temperamental, I caught him grabbing onto this bunch of roots here and going, ape shit on it. But yeah, then I threw him some food because I thought he might be hungry, and he ate half of it, and then I fucking moved something and he got it spooked and split. Went over to the dark side of the tank where he's a lot harder to see, especially on camera. Yo, Jasper, what's up, buddy? Oh, that's what I could do. Ugh. That's toast. Everybody having a good Monday? Mine has been uneventful, thankfully. Well, if you're not going to finish that food, I'm going to get it out of there, fish. Yeah, you can't complain about a quiet Monday. Yo, Hebrew, what's up, buddy? Yeah. Yeah, Fridays are always nice. Even if it's a shitty day, when the day's over, you get to go the fuck home. Yeah, I thought I was gonna have a couple to do, but it turns out I didn't. So I got to just fucking not have to deal with the assholes on the road. I don't know if it's just population density, but there seems to be an inordinate amount of stupid fuckers driving cars around here. Like I don't feel safe driving around in my truck. I'd rather have some kind of military surplus vehicle from like fucking World War II. You could, run over a fucking Prius or something with. Yeah, it's, especially here, man. Like red lights are optional. Fuckers go left on red if they think no one's looking. It's like, dude, come on, man. I watched a lady run the fucking red light, take a left on red, and almost get hit by two cars. Now she's pulling out into a road. When the light's green, nobody's slowing down. They're doing 60 miles an hour past that intersection, and one car veered to the left to miss her. One car veered to the right, but she was in the middle of the fucking road, and they veered around her both ways. She got really fucking lucky. That would have been a bad day for all three cars, probably. If one hit, the other one might have too. But people take stupid chances around here. It's crazy. And then you get to the fucking parking lot, and it don't matter what store it's at. Like, people get fucking lost in the parking lot trying to decide, like, I don't give a fuck. I park kind of far away anyway. I'm still able to walk. I'll just walk. I'm not trying to fucking look for a spot, 15 feet from the door. But I've literally seen people go into the PetSmart that's right next to Walmart, walk back out to their car, which is right in front of PetSmart, and then drive literally 100 feet and try to find another parking spot. Yeah, dude, I was pulling into my fucking road from the main road, and I'm sitting there waiting for the cars to go so I can take the left and turn into to my little town here. And some lady ran right into the back end of my fucking car. We had a fucking Nissan Rogue. Fucked the whole rear end up. The hatch needed a new hatch. Fucking both rear fenders, because it was all like one piece, the whole rear end. But that was a fucking shit show. Yo, Monchichi, what's up, buddy? Um, but yeah, just today, there was some stupid bitch driving, sitting at the fucking green light, texting. I'm like, oh man, oh, she's an accident waiting to happen. But people walking and looking at their phones, they'll walk right out in front of the fucking cars. Like, they don't, like, people are just oblivious. Man, I remember when they first made it illegal to be talking on your phone in New York while you're driving, and everybody had those fucking Nextel walkie-talkie phones, and everybody at my job had one, and half of the foremen got pulled over in tickets for answering the boss on the walkie-talkie. But yeah, still talking on your phone. Yeah, a lot of people for like 2 or 3 months were getting pulled over every other fucking day because they just forgot. But yeah, distracted driver. Like, people run right into the lady that rear-ended me was looking at a car that was doing like 5 miles an hour on the shoulder with his fucking flashers on, and instead of watching where she was going, she was looking at that car and drove right into mine. Oh, I bet, Jasper. Shit. Monchichi, I seen a lady try to fucking beat someone into a parking spot at the Walmart, and they have these little medians with trees and some land, bushes and some fucking mulch on it. Well, she cut too quick, and her passenger side tires went up on the curb. Like a full half of her car was up on the curb, and she hit that fucking curb so hard, both the front and rear tires on the passenger side blew out. Pow, pow! It was fucking great. She got the spot, but she couldn't fucking move after that. I remember her leaving the car there, getting out, cussing, going in the store, doing her shopping, and then sitting there and calling the tow truck after the fact. Somebody else drove right into one of them concrete fucking, basically a footing. They have the lights in the parking lot mounted to. They're like fucking 3 or 4 feet high, painted bright yellow and solid concrete with a light pole mounted on top. One guy drove right into that. A couple weeks later, same damn spot, other side. Someone was backing into the spot and fucking slammed into it. Like, it's huge and it's bright yellow. I I don't understand how they hit that one, and it's always right next to the handicap spot. Maybe that's it, but fuck, man, people almost getting hit. Yeah, it's fucking crazy. Yeah, I don't know if it's just the people around here or just the sheer amount of people, but I lived in a little town before I moved out here, and there didn't seem to be this many shitty drivers. But thinking about it, it's probably just the fact there were fewer people out there than there are here. Yeah, exactly, Monchichi. Exactly. Too many warning labels and shit. Like, if you can't look at something and determine whether or not that's going to maim or kill you, uh, you got no business fucking living to procreate. Fuck that. Slower speed limits, motherfucker, Jasper. These cocksuckers, half of them can't do 55. Like, they're doing 45 and a 55 because it changes, and they don't see that where the speed limit sign changes, and they just keep doing 45. It's like, dude, Jesus Christ, that's how you get road rage. Yep. Yeah, man. Like, I can't remember a time when it was so okay to be full of fucking shit and just not know nothing. Like, yeah, participation trophies and shit like that. Yeah, no kid left behind. Well, that kid fucking, the kid can't do simple math and he's in 12th grade. I think he should be left fucking behind. I mean, there are adults that barely have a third grade fucking reading level. Yeah, yeah. I mean, especially open roads, man. The freeways is like fucking open season. Yep, yep. Oh, that poor dumb fucker fell in a well. Well, that's what happens to stupid people. Because, dude, Munchichi, we weren't telling our friends they were doing stupid shit neither. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if it was something ingrained from the caveman days, but like, we were never talking people out of nothing. Like, oh, you want to jump off the fucking roof with an umbrella? Go ahead. I'll put a fucking mattress on the ground. Like, yeah, we help them to get themselves out of the fucking breeding population. Yeah, you can make it over the creek with your bike. Go ahead. We'll build a big enough ramp. Like, fuck yeah, man. Yeah, yeah, those guys are always it's when they're in the fast lane driving like they're in the carpool lane that bothers me. Yeah, Monchichi, I got scars right now that I told my mom was I fucking did something stupid. I cut myself with a fucking razor knife I wasn't supposed to have when I was like 7 or 8. Um, I was in an abandoned building the following year and ended up falling, getting a piece of glass in my hand. I got blood poisoning. I had to be in the hospital for 4 days. I didn't tell her I was at that fucking abandoned house. But yeah, we did all kinds of stupid shit. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no. What do you? I'm not limping. It's how the kids walk these days. Shit, I remember walking into my mother's house, um, bleeding. I didn't even know I was bleeding. Blood is just dripping off of my fucking hand, running down my arm, dripping off my hand from my elbow, and I didn't even know I cut myself. I got yelled at for fucking bleeding on the floor. Shit. If you wanted to do something dumb, like in front of my grandfather, especially, like he wasn't trying to stop you neither. If you wanted to try to stick a penny in the light socket, he would let you know that the fork works better, or give you a better alternative. If you want to see what happens, stick this in there instead. Yeah, like he was all for that shit. Oh, you're up. Well, let me put you downstairs. I'll be right back, guys. The old girl needs to go downstairs. Oh, Bella. Hard to bend over, Bella. Okay, I'm back. I'm sure BB is a good driver, Jasper. What are you looking for? You don't like those dry silver sides. You got to get you some frozen ones and see how you like them. I don't know if I'm a good driver or not. I've never ran into nobody myself. I've been run into, but never been the cause of an accident yet. Knock on wood. Why are you mopey, fish? Are you a good driver, Jasper? Yo, Don, what's up, fucker? Just eyeballing the fish. He's being mopey. Yeah, see, I told you BB's a good driver. Definitely a good driver. Fuck, there was an accident on the way to Allie's job the other day. Fucking somebody pulled out of the gas station and thought they could make it in front of the dude coming up the road. He was wrong. Yeah, we got put on tractors young. Before we could even reach any controls, we could sit on a lap and do the steering. And then as soon as we could stand up on that bitch and reach the clutch and the fucking other pedals and levers, that's how we learned to drive. Or an old dump truck. Oh, yeah, man. You got the same kind of luck I do, Don. Like, you fucking get shit done and you're like, yeah, we're done now. No more of this shit. And then, pow, there's something else. Like, we put a new transmission in the car and then, like, fucking 3 months later, like, the whole fucking engine blew. I forget what the fuck was wrong with it, but, like, the whole fucking piece of shit just went to shit all at once. Yeah, man, always something. That 2 steps forward, 1 step back bullshit. That's one reason why I'm not a mechanic, too. Like, I went into carpentry because I like hitting shit with a fucking hammer. And then, like, if you got to do demo, you get to hit shit with a really big fucking hammer. But yeah, if I can't fix it with a hammer, I try not to. I don't have the patience for that shit. But yeah, busting knuckles, just I hit myself with a hammer much less than I would bust knuckles working on an engine. I got an uncle that's really good though, so until he tells me he retired. But all the shit that I don't want to fuck with, I pay him to do. I do have to help though. That's part of the friends and family discount. Yeah, Monchichi, if he says something, usually knows what the fuck he's talking about, man. $50 saved is $50 earned, man. Don't know what else I could give you, fish. Will you eat a shrimp? No, it's not getting your attention at all. Yeah, yeah. Save the cash and the running around to get the part, unless you're just going to have it delivered. But I tend to like to go grab it. But yeah, I went into carpentry, tile, painting, a little bit of masonry. Ugh. No interest at all? You fasting? Yeah, it's good to know a little bit about a lot of shit. Just like turning wrenches, I know my patience isn't good for that. I've tried. It's not bad if I have someone there that actually knows what the fuck they're doing and can walk me through it, but and actually has the right tools. Like I'm generally trying to make do with the shit I got for, mechanics tools. Oh, nice. Is that the that 10 millimeter? The little ratchet wrench? So I know when you got that, I was listening in the car and I thought my windshield wipers were shitting the bed or something because you were fucking whipping it around and it was going in time to the windshield wipers. And I'm like, what the fuck is that noise? Because I wasn't looking at the screen. I was driving and I'm like, dude, is the wiper motor shitting the bed? What the fuck? And then you said something about the wrench. Ah, yeah. Yeah, see, that's nice, man. Not like I got one uncle that can do all his own shit as far as like everything. Like he went and did a little bit of everything. Well, he was a dairy farmer for a long time. And you got to know carpentry, electrical, a little plumbing, a little this, a little that. And over the years, he just did more of each and like everything from fucking heavy machinery operating to laying stone walls to, painting to fucking chimney sweeping. And then his older brother, my other uncle, the one I pay to do work on the cars. That's all he's ever done is working on engines and transmissions and all that shit. But he's all self-taught too. He was 12 years old and he bought a junk car and fucking had it running by the time he was 14, doing odd jobs and the work himself with Chilton's guides. Thank fuck for the mechanics Bibles. I think he's got the biggest library of Chilton's I've ever seen. And those books ain't cheap either, man. I don't know how much he spent over the years, but most cars built between like 1950 and 1990, he's probably got the book on it. Yeah, man. And if it ain't, you're fucked. You know? You think you know everything. That just proves how dumb you really are. Yeah, Haynes, Chilton's, fucking teach you how to tear the car apart bolt by bolt, fucking body panels, windshield, carburetor, everything. Yeah, yep. The big blue motor books. Yeah, he would have to go consult that once in a while too, if he had the one he needed. But yeah, man. And I got 4 uncles. One was just a bum, pretty much literally did odds and ends work his whole life. My Uncle Jim was a forklift operator, and he can do a little bit of shit, but he would go to my oldest uncle and have him do his mechanic work too. But it's cool because, like, I could build them a new deck. So, you know, the barter system option is always available. Right on, Munchichi. But yeah, shit, my Uncle Bill, the jack of all trades, pretty much master of most. He had me help him build a deck for a friend of his right here in my town. He lives a couple of towns away, about 45 minutes. But yeah, because I was close and I could go over on days he couldn't be here. I think I got pictures of it. I don't know if I posted them. I'll find them. But he did pretty good. Like, he's really good for somebody that's not a fucking professional carpenter. And what's nice is he's open to suggestions because he's not a professional carpenter. So if there's something that he thought looked right, but I didn't, he would listen, you know, to reason. But yeah, we built a ramp on it 4 feet wide so she could move, you know, a new fridge or a new stove in if something happened. And we made a ramp also because she's a dog rescue lady and her pit bull was getting old. And before he got too old, she wanted to get him used to using the ramp. And so we built it for her dog and for her to be able to swap out the stove if it ever shits the bed on her. But she was a cool lady. The dog was fucking awesome. Did you take that shrimp? No. You want to try it again? Oh, it's sinking. You might grab it. No? You don't want the shrimp, huh? Yeah, I caught my little dog. Yo, Pac, what's up, brother? Rochester, motherfucking New York. Hell yeah. I ain't never heard of nothing good but them come out of Rochester, Don. I know a couple people from Rochester. But I caught my dog sneaking out through the fence. The little bastard won't squeeze through the door when it's cracked 3 inches. And I mean, the hinges are greased, like they swing freely, but he'll squeeze through a little 4-inch by 4-inch hole in my fucking fence. To be fair, though, it was supposed to be a temporary fence that ended up staying, so we still haven't upgraded. But still, the little motherfucker won't push the door open to come in the bedroom. It was brine shrimp, or river shrimp. It was one of these, probably backwards. I don't know, but river shrimp. He don't seem to like them all the time. The other day he was eating them like it was fucking popcorn, and today he just snubbed his nose at it. Sometimes he does pick it off the sand though. So, and he's making himself quite a fucking ditch over here. That net. But yeah, it's right down to the glass, pretty much. There's a few pieces of pebbles and sand, but it's pretty much down to the glass. Are you looking at it? You gonna grab it? You might grab it. Nope. The catfish is looking for it though. Semen? Where? You want to try for another one? I probably should feed you every other day like they suggested in that fucking forum. You kind of spoiled. Someone also said that because he's from Petco or PetSmart, he probably won't get as big as one from a more reputable fish seller. So we'll see. It don't matter. But I figure the next one I buy, I want to get a specific color. So I'm going to probably have to I have to catch up, man. I haven't watched South Park in years. My girlfriend gets upset with me sometimes. She'll be like giving me shit, and I'll just tell her, "You will respect my authority." That usually makes her not mad, but then she gets yelling at me for making her forget why she was mad. Yeah, I'm. Most of everything but the Oscar tank would love. Take your time, BB. Would love brine shrimp. I found a cool little brine shrimp hatchery for like $40. It comes with a shitload of brine shrimp eggs, and it's like super easy to just get them out. I'm thinking about investing in that and just to feed the other fish something a little different, once a week, twice a week. Oh, yeah, the good old X-ray glasses. I remember finding a pair of those at a thrift store or yard sale when I was a kid. And I just put them on, and I'm looking around like, dude, there had to be a lot of fucking pissed off kids back in the day, hoping they could see through the fucking neighbor girls' clothes and shit. Or like in the Christmas Story, when he waits all that time to get his little orphan Annie decoder ring, and it just fucking spells out a advertisement for Ovaltine. All right, there we go. Dude, I fucking love Ovaltine. That's what we get for chocolate milk, man. Shit. Some days I don't feel like eating. I'll just have a glass of Ovaltine. Oh, I got that from my buddy's dad. When I was in high school, his dad was a Vietnam vet, and he had a glass every fucking day. So every morning his kid had one. So if I slept over, I had a glass every fucking morning. I'm like, all right, man, it's a good way to start the day. Yeah, they still make it, bro. It's fucking my favorite. Hell yeah. Yeah, that's what we get when they don't have Ovaltine. But we don't drink a whole lot of chocolate milk anyway. But yeah, I like taking the chocolate milk powder and making ice cream, or not ice cream, but like milkshakes. When you just got vanilla, I'll throw some of the malted and like 2 scoops of the chocolate milk in there. It's fucking awesome. Yeah, who knows, Don? They might have. I mean, they stopped selling shit here that people love. Like, there's an ice cream sandwich they used to make with fucking coffee ice cream and chocolate chip cookies. And for like 3 years, I was buying 2 or 3 packs of them fuckers a week because there's only 6 in a pack, and I would eat at least one whole fucking box by myself. Um, but yeah, after like 3 years, I went there. Summertime comes around, none. And then for like the last 4 years, I haven't seen them. I look every summer like a fucking idiot still, but I'm hopeful. My inner fat kid would really like a couple of those fucking ice cream sandwiches. The only good thing is we live close to a bunch of places, so we could like look around. But like we were talking about earlier, the fucking traffic around here, man, makes me want a mounted 50 caliber on the fucking car. I don't want to shoot live rounds. I just want to shoot blanks, but it's enough to make people fucking move. But also another good thing is if you know the little shortcuts, you can skip from one little shopping plaza to the next without ever hitting the main road for, well, at least on one half of the fucking road. The other half is hit and miss. Oh, hell yeah, man. Those are good too. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm a fat kid, so ice cream sandwich, I mean, it could be fucking dollar store vanilla ice cream on fucking white bread. I would eat it. Like maybe toast the bread, but I don't know. Uh, yeah, ice cream you can eat with your hands is the best fucking invention ever. You coming out, you fat bastard? I don't know if y'all can see him, but he'll probably move. He's poking his head out, but he does blend in a little bit. Catfish. Yeah, they give us shit like that on a limited basis, Don. They don't want us getting too used to the good shit, you know? Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah, the Mississippi mud bars were fucking killer. Yeah, I don't know, man. I wouldn't eat a fucking birthday cake flavored Pop Tart. Um, yeah, dude, that shit's sacrilege to me. Fucking with Oreos, making like the yellow Oreos, and I mean, you could do the peanut butter ones; they're not bad. The mint cream ones were pretty good, but I mean, some things you just leave alone. Um, but yeah, I try not to eat birthday cake flavored anything. I'll smoke that fucking birthday cake weed, wedding cake weed, but um, if I get them, it's like the s'mores Pop Tarts or you know, the classic strawberry or blueberry or whatever. But usually it's chocolate or a fruit. Just I'm not a big sprinkles and white frosting fan. Nutter butters are, yeah, they're another staple around here. It's hard to keep him in the house with my kid. He's loved peanut butter his whole fucking life. Um, so yeah, we just end up opening the pack between us. That's the only fair way to do the Nutter Butters. I made some peanut butter cookies. Oh, it was like 2 years ago now, but I put peanut butter chips in it. I used chunky peanut butter, and I put caramel chips, and I browned the butter before I put it in there, so it makes it taste. And it just makes it better. Brown butter and cookies just makes them better. But he said that was his favorite thing, so I got the recipe. I'll probably make some of them one of these days when he comes out for the weekend. But yeah, I started making cookies, and goddamn, I made espresso chocolate chip espresso cookies. That is like it's like eating like a mocha latte. I had to tweak that one a lot and find the right instant espresso. But goddamn, those are good. I stopped making them because they're hard to keep in the house. I would make 3 or 4 dozen, and the next day there would be fucking 3 cookies left. I wasn't eating them all. I mean, I was eating them as I was making them, but once they were cooked, like I generally didn't touch too many. But yeah, everybody fucking eats them. Yeah, gotta love the Nutter Butters, man. Oh, Don, you're missing out. If you like peanut butter, holy shit. Man, I don't know if you could order them and have them shipped to you, Don, but they're worth a try. Like I said, if you like peanut butter, you'll fucking love those. They were making a chocolate covered one too, which was good, but the originals are still my favorite. Yeah, it's worth a shot, man. I mean, people here order shit from China and fucking Italy and snacks from all over the place. I mean, I know Canada, you guys can have a lot more cool animals and shit than we can have down here. Um, I would imagine they'd let you get some cookies, bro. Goddamn, talking about Nutter Butters, I kind of want to go get some now. more I look, the more I want to get a bigger tank sooner. Goddamn fish. Okay. That's what that is. Oh, nice. Oh, dude. God damn it, Monchichi. We got some of that shell stuff. I got to get the ice cream and Nutter Butters, though. Yeah. So saith Google. Well, you could swear by what it says on Google. But yeah, man, they're worth a shot. If you like peanut butter cookies, they're fucking awesome. Yeah, man, they're good. Good, you know, crunchy peanut butter cookie. But yeah, goddamn. All right, dog. All right, here you go, little girl. Well, they give alternate truths. Yeah. You good, old dog? You got sneezes? Is it the detergent? I know we just washed your bed. We got water. What are you looking for? We can't really see. You ate food downstairs, Bella. There's no food bowl up here. Poor old blind dog. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Definitely not something you want to drink when it's too hot. Although I did meet an old fucking dairy farmer that swore drinking a glass of cold milk on a hot day is the best thing for you. I don't know about that, buddy. I'll take water. Yeah. Last week it was like 65 in the day, going down to upper 40s at night, and this week it's back in the 80s, which for October here is ridiculous too. It's fucking. I remember when I was a kid. By now, the ground would be fucking frosted over. The grass would be brown or yellow. My grass don't ever turn fucking yellow anymore. We don't get frost like we used to. You can go out in the middle of fucking December and clear the snow off and dig a hole with no problem. Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, milk just don't sit right when it's hot out, man. You need help getting the blanket? Come here. She wads the blanket up, and then when she tries to find the edge to get back under it, she just can't. She can't fucking see, so she don't know where the lowest one is. Now she's all curled up, laid down, and happy. I'll leave you be then. Yeah, I could do that. Oh, no shit. That's another thing kids don't do anymore. Fucking BB gun fights. They get the paintballs. Well, they suck. They do suck to get hit by a paintball, but it ain't getting hit by a fucking BB. You ain't having to dig a paintball out of your fucking arm. I remember I bought this cheapo fucking dartboard BB gun thing. It shot these little plastic darts with a little metal tip, and it was basically a plastic fucking pellet gun. Just a cheap little thing. I would fucking sit there and shoot the darts at the board and then leave it. And then when I come home tomorrow or whatever, and oh hell yeah, I used to shoot fucking the grasshoppers and fucking slugs. He would get a bunch of slugs in the garden in the one place we lived. But yeah. But anyway, I left the fucking thing sitting on the coffee table, and I had this big ass fucking mutt Ringo. This is him here. First time he ever saw water. I'm 6'4", and he could stand on his hind legs, and he was just as tall as me, about 150, 160 pounds. But he would chew anything that he could get his fucking mouth on and that had some give. He chewed the television remote. He chewed that little plastic pellet gun. He chewed a couple of PlayStation controllers, shoes. Like, fuck, man. He had wicked separation anxiety. So if we left them home, we would have to make sure everything was put in the closet. All the shoes were in the closet. Anything plastic was probably put in the fucking closet too, because he could open the top cabinets over the sink. He couldn't get anything out of them, but they would always be open when I came home. The ones under the sink would be open. Everything from under the cabinets would be on the floor. The garbage would be all over the place. He had wicked, wicked separation anxiety. He's a great dog other than that. Big, dopey fucker. Lovable bastard. He'd forget that he fucking outweighs most people and try to be a lap dog. Yeah. 4-inch grasshopper is big for me, bud. But that's one of the first things you notice when you go to a southern state. When I went to North Carolina, I noticed it at the first gas station, all the bugs around the lights. It looked like some 50s horror movie. Like everything that I recognized was twice as big as it is here. Like I've seen multiple 6 or 7 inch praying mantises in North Carolina. Like if we get a 6-inch one up here, that's massive. But yeah, Texas, I seen some bugs, grasshoppers that they're a lot cooler looking than here too. Some of them, at least the pattern on them. My friend Marianne, my buddy Ted's aunt, she had a golden retriever Rebel, and she had a lever door handle. So he learned how to open the door, but he would not shut it. She tried everything to get him to shut it, and he would shut it when she was teaching him with the treats and shit. But when he came back in from outside, he wouldn't shut the door on his own. She would have to go over with a treat and make him do it, and tried to get him in the repetition. But he was a smart dog, and he knew as long as he played stupid, he would still get the treat when he came back in. So that's what he did. But it was funny. He would run out to meet you when you came over. This big, dopey fucking golden retriever. And then she got Maggie, a little old English bulldog, and she kept him on his toes. They're a ball to watch because, she was half his height, but almost as heavy as him. So trying to fucking throw her around was a little harder than he anticipated. Ours will sit out and bark. The old boy Cole, my mom-in-law's dog, he usually just he's a pug beagle mix. He usually just let out one whoop and want to be let in, but lately he's been like whoop, whoop. Like he's getting impatient. I miss big dogs. Next dog we get, I'm gonna get a larger breed anyway. A little bigger than the two we got. Although we wouldn't have two if I didn't bring Rebel home, but he was in a place he didn't look comfortable. And I know the parents didn't want to keep it. The little kid did. And I talked him into letting me take it. And he said, as long as you keep his name the same as I named him, I'm like, all right. So that's how we got Rebel. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Trying to sing to the ladies out there. That dog I was just talking about earlier, Ringo, the big black and white one, whenever he got off his chain or he got loose and took off running, I knew where he was going. The lady up the road that ran the local convenience store had a pure white, beautiful female American bulldog. And they loved each other. But yeah, Ringo, I mean, he could jump a 6-foot fence. So every time that he went up there, and she had a camera, because I mean, her dog was a purebred fucking dog. She had all the paperwork and shit. And people like to steal dogs out there. Oh, pit bulls anyway. But she'd see him on the camera, and she'd get him and bring him into the store and keep him. And she'd give me a call. Mike, Ringo's up here. I'm like, all right, I'll be right there. But he was a lover. He looked scary when you came in the house, though. Yeah, that's probably exactly the words they're fucking singing, Monchichi. Yeah, I tried talking her into letting me breed them, but she didn't want to hear that because, like I said, she was like a $2,500 dog, and my boy was a fucking mutt. but they would have made very impressive offspring, I think. I'm not even sure what he was. I'm thinking fucking the size of him and the size of his head. It was Great Dane and some kind of bully breed, pit bull, maybe a boxer, but I mean, he was just big, strong as fuck. I was with my kid's mother at the time, and he outweighed her by a good 30 pounds. And she's like, I want to walk him. No, the fuck you don't. You're going to get dragged up the fucking road is what you're going to do. Yeah, dude, I've never had any issues with a mixed breed. And you always get a more unique looking dog, you know? Well, I can't say that either. I had a Doberman German Shepherd mixed breed, and she just looked like a really slim, really dark shepherd. But yeah, I've never had bad luck with a mutt. I mean, I've had a couple of purebred dogs. We had a German short-haired pointer. We've had beagles and coonhounds. Pop had a couple black and tans and a red bone. Yeah, yeah, that's how you get that. They want to call it line breeding, but you're breeding sons to mothers and fathers to daughters and brothers to sisters, and like mammals, you could really like they do it in snakes and reptiles too. I'm sure fish, but in reptiles and fish, it doesn't have as much of an impact as it does in mammals. Like I know people that have bought severely inbred fucking huskies, and they're beautiful. Their coats were beautiful. One was pure white with fucking really pale blue eyes. They were almost white, and the other one was the classic, wolf-looking husky. But they only got to be about 30 pounds, man. I'm like, they're small, buddy. They don't look right. They were good dogs. There was nothing, they didn't have any crazy weird health problems or anything, but they were definitely not standard size. They look like a miniature version of a normal Siberian husky. But yeah, breeding of dogs, they have one dog that was good at doing this, and they want a dog that's good at a couple things. So they take the dogs that are good at what they're good at, breed them together, make puppies, then they breed those puppies together, and that's how you get a purebred dog. And yeah, it causes a lot of that's why you got bad hips and eyes, heart problems. Yeah, just bad joints overall for the really big breeds. Which sucks, man, because like I've known some Irish Wolfhound, fucking massive dog, just, and then you see him like after 5 years old, he starts fucking walking slow. He can't run around no more. It's just sad, man. Big energetic fucking dog that would love to run, just hips and shit wear out on him. Well, that, and people also, dude, they'll get a puppy, say an English Mastiff puppy, and they'll bring it home, and this thing grows like a fucking weed as it is, and they'll just feed it. They'll give it puppy food like it doesn't need that. You want it to grow slower. The puppy food's going to make that already rapid growth even more rapid, and it's going to lead to issues. Like every breeder of big dogs that I've met has said, you don't ever feed puppy food. You start them right off with the adult food diet because they just grow too fast. And I figure a couple that I do know, they're getting like $7,000 a dog, $8,000 a dog for their mastiffs. So I figure she knows what she's talking about. But yeah, man, I've always loved mutts. You know, I don't know what it is. Mainly because they're usually free, unless you get what they call a boutique breed, uh, fucking a labradoodle, or fucking a porgy, a pug and a corgi. Like, there's all kinds of weird mixed breeds that people are selling for $300 and $400 a pop. My buddy bought one. What the fuck was it? It was a Maltese and something else, some other kind of small dog mix. And I'm like, dude, you literally paid the same price as you would for a purebred dog, pretty much. What the fuck? Oh no, it's a boutique breed. Yeah, that's a word, they make up to scam dummies. Not saying you're a dummy, but yeah, it's a mutt. That's exactly what it is. But people are dumb, man. We were just saying that before. Everybody's a fucking imbecile nowadays. It's like everyone wants someone else to do their thinking for them. But yeah, the only purebred we got right now is Bella, the old girl, but she's 20-year-old miniature pinscher. They really can't shit talk that breed anyway. However they came up with it. Yeah, Heinz 57, man. I heard that when I was a kid and it stuck. But yeah, that's what if I don't know exactly, like I had my uncle gave me a dog, and I wasn't sure what she was, and that's what I was telling people she was. She's a Heinz 57. She's about 40 pounds. So my uncle, about, I don't know, 6 months after he gave me the dog, he's at my house for a barbecue, and he hears me tell someone that she's a Heinz 57. He goes, dude, she's half half dachshund and half pit bull. I'm like, you fucking, and I look at her and I'm like, no fucking shit. She was, I was thinking Staffordshire Terrier, Staffordshire Bull Terrier, but not pit bull. But yeah, I could see it. I'm like, son of a bitch. Okay. But she was the calmest, gentlest, sweetest dog I've ever had. Penny wouldn't pull on the leash. She wouldn't bark at the door more than once if someone knocked, like boop, and done. Never jumped on anyone unless you patted your legs and you wanted her to. Just the best fucking dog, man. And the second day she was at the house, I spilled something, sugar or something, and I grabbed the broom, and she took off running and hid in the bedroom. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I put the broom back and I went in the room. I called her. She came back out. I, gave her some love. Went back to the kitchen. She followed me. I grabbed the broom. She turned right back around. So I called my uncle. I said, dude, I know you gave this dog to like your my aunt's cousin, his wife's cousin, and like because they were moving, and he had her for like 3 or 4 months before I took her. And I'm like, can you give me his address? Like, I just want his address. He's like, why? I said, dude, I just wanted to start crying. I said, this dog ran away in fear because I grabbed the broom. I don't yell at my fucking dog. You know what I mean? Like, she don't do nothing to get yelled at for. I said, it broke my heart. She ran away like she was scared. I'm like, I want to take my broom and go to his house and just beat the shit out of him with the broom until he's at the point whenever his wife grabs it, he's going to go hide under his fucking bed. And he's like, oh, well, I'll have a talk with him. I said, no. No, it's not. It's not a talking thing. It's this dude needs to be traumatized. You know, like she was a sweetheart. I can't even imagine her doing anything to uh make someone mad. Like she never went to the bathroom in the house ever. If she did, she snuck it into the cat box so we wouldn't know. But she never shit or pissed on the floor. Yeah, bro. Like I don't take kindly to that shit. I got a snake that someone I know. I met this guy through my brother. And he's got dogs and all kinds of shit. But this dude moved out of his apartment and left a snake. And he unplugged the heat from the snake. Everything to do with the snake that was electric was unplugged. And he left the air conditioner on in the room and shut the door. And my buddy calls me up. He lived upstairs. He's like, Mike, there's a snake downstairs for the last 3 days. He's like, I don't know if it's got heat on it or nothing, but the air conditioner is running and it's been in the house for 3 days. These people ain't coming back. I called the landlord. She said I could jimmy the door. If you could take it, because my mom, he's like, I want it because my son wants it, but my mom won't let me have it in the fucking house. And he was living with his mom and dad. So I'm like, yeah, well, I had to sweet talk my girlfriend, but I had to tell her exactly that. Like, listen, if it was a dog, what would you have me do? You know, she's like, well, I'd have you bring it home. I said, to me, this is the same thing. It's actually even worse to me because, like, ugh. And so she let me bring it home, but I had everything with it, all the shit that was there. But God, dude, yeah, it makes me sick. I fucking hate them too. The last big dog I had, Bud, he came, my cousin was fucking around with this dude who bred pit bulls, and he went and fucking found a dog somebody was giving away and brought him home. It was just going to let his fucking pit bull have it, you know, be a bait dog, teach his pit bull how to fight other dogs. And she calls me and asks me if I wanted him. I told her, yeah, just bring him. And she's like, well, I got 50 pounds of dog food and a crate, and I'll bring them. So she's literally stole him from this dude she was fucking around with and brought him to my house. I brought him to the vet and to see how old he was because she didn't know. He was like 30 pounds, 31 pounds, and the vet estimated he was 5 months old to 6 months old. And he wanted to call the fucking Humane Society on me because he should have been about 60 pounds at that age instead of 30. I'm like, fuck me. But I explained to him what happened, and he ended up hooking me up with a bunch of samples of puppy food, Hill Science Diet puppy food to put weight on them. And told me what, you know, mix some white rice in and, you know, what other things I could do to help him gain weight and bring him back in a month. So I brought him back in a month. He was 64 pounds. He put on 33 fucking pounds in a month. And then he grew to be 130 pounds. And one of the best dogs I've ever had. He listened good. He did do bad shit. You know, he wouldn't poop or pee in the house ever, but he would get into stuff if you let him. Like at night, not when people were awake and could see him. But he was a slick fucker. But great with the kids. Hell on anybody that wasn't supposed to be at my fucking house. He was a great deterrent for the Jehovah's Witnesses. You know, like, before you tell me about your God, let me introduce you to mine. And I would, you know, show him like through the door, like, see that, how much faith do you have? Is we about to test that shit today. We're going to test two things, how strong your faith is and how fast you are, because he can get to your car in 3 seconds. How fast can you get there? Yeah, that's a shame, BB. They're some of the best dogs I've ever fucking met. I've been bit by one and went and got stitches. It was my fault I got bit. I overstepped my boundaries with the dog. I put my hand in to her crate or his crate, and I shouldn't have. I was petting his head, and then I feel this rumble in my chest. It's a 110-pound American bulldog, and he just turned and grabbed my hand and let go. And all I had was two little holes where the weight of his head pushed the top canines into the fleshy part of the heel of my hand. And I was like, fuck. So I got 2 stitches, and I came back and I showed him. And this 110-pound dog climbs up on my lap and starts licking my hand and licking my face and loving up on me like he's apologizing to me. Exactly. Yeah, Monchichi. Yep. Yeah, just like a kid, like a 5-year-old kid, but that could take down an adult. Yeah, holy shit. Yeah, yep. Yeah, he was such a fucking sweetheart. He would sketch you out though, man. My friend is a black guy, and I was one of the only white people I ever seen at his house. And I don't know how a dog raised by a black guy looks at white people, but I know if a white guy has a dog and he never sees a black person, he's going to be a little bit biased most times. And so I have that assumption, and I'm sitting on the couch, and my buddy's cousin goes to the dog. Where's he at? Where's he at, Cash? So he starts looking like all around the house for something that's not supposed to be there. And I'm like, dude, if he fucks me up, I'm going to fuck you up when I get out of the hospital. But he pushed the couch out away from the wall enough for me, or for him to get behind it, and me and my buddy were on the couch when he moved it like it was nothing. I'm like, yeah, dude, don't fuck around. Don't put him in high alert mode. I don't want to try to wrestle him off of me and get to the door at the same time. But that's what he was for, you know. He was a protection dog. Good dog though, he's a sweetheart. Yeah, yep. Like every time I went over there, I was like a little kid on the floor rubbing this dog's belly and loving up on him. My buddy thought it was disgusting himself. He's like, dude, come on. I'm like, fuck you, man. I can't have a dog where I live. I'm going to give your dog the love I would give mine. And yeah, but I I overstepped. You know, I fucked up. I know I fucked up. I told him. He's like, what happened? I said, I fucked up. When he bit me, I told my buddy, I'm like, yeah, I fucked up, dude. You know, I should have known better. I thought I had a little bit more, pull with old boy than I did. But yeah, I love that dog. But yeah, I showed him. He kind of looked at me with them puppy dog eyes. He licked my hand and then he climbed right up on my lap. Big, intimidating dog, though. He looked like the dog from Turner and Hooch. He was the same color as him, but he was an American bulldog, not a dog de Bordeaux, a French Mastiff, which is what Hooch was. But there's a guy that lives in my neighborhood. I don't know him. My kid does from skateboarding around town with his buddies. But he's got a blue nose that is probably like the perfect specimen of a blue nose pit. Just real calm, real nice. Uh, the markings and the pattern is like perfect on him. Big white chest, white feet, white stripe running from his nose. Just a beautiful fucking dog. My kid's like, "Oh, Dad," I'm like, "I don't know that guy, bud. You're the outgoing one out of the two of us. I really don't care to know my neighbors all that well. I know the ones closest to me well enough." But man, I miss a big dog. I don't know how Allie would like it with 100-pound dog in the bed with us, but might have to teach the next big dog that he has to sleep on the fucking bed on the floor. What are you doing, fish? Now you're cruising. Yeah, I thought he was going to make it, so I had to move this pothos because he was dragging the shit out of this root cluster here before I went live. I don't know what I could put in there to give him something to do, but other than putting another one. Yeah, they really are. I'm always partial to that kind of a pattern, like piebald snakes, horses. You know, that painted pattern. Because no two are exactly alike, and they all are just fucking beautiful. Yeah, that same buddy had blue nose. He just had a saddle. Everything else was white. His ears were gray, and his back was gray, and everything else was white. His face, his chest, his legs, just a big gray saddle on his back. Just spectacular looking dog. One of the litter mates looked exactly the same, but he had a gray spot in the middle of his forehead, but someone bought him. He was going to keep him. He was the number 2 pick or the number 1 pick if someone didn't buy him. Yo, what's up, R&D? But last time I seen that friend, he was breeding those the micro pit bulls, and he was training 2 of them to to pull with a harness on his skateboard. And he's a little older than me, so he's like a 52-year-old man riding down the street on a skateboard being pulled by 2 burly little dogs. This is funny because when I met him, he was breeding the blue noses, and he had that American bulldog, which he was big, 110, 120 pounds. No. Oh, what's that? Another shrimp we didn't eat. Oh. So what's happening, R&D? How you doing today, bud? You have a good Monday? Nice, nice. Quiet Monday's a good Monday. All right, man. I'll probably swing over at some point if I'm not still going. Oh, dude, that would be fucking awesome. If I had 2 massive billy goats in a cart, you bet your ass I would drive my fat ass around on them. Little sulky and a couple of goats harnessed up. Fuck yeah. Yeah, that's cool as hell. Shit. You don't see that every day. I did a tile job for these people. They had I forget what it was, some kind of Swiss dairy goat. The fucking thing was probably 5 feet tall to the top of its head. It was huge. They had it on a run. They bolted the run into the house, and it went right down to the back wall of the barn. Nah, it's all cool, bro. But she could come in the house as far as the like the foyer. They had a big, well, it was like a mud room, really, about 8 by 8 with a little wood stove in there. But she would come in and lay down with the dogs on the lead. They had a 20-foot cable from the pulley on the lead to her. Yeah, yeah, exactly. You don't see it like except on TV. But yeah, they had this big fucking goat, and the husband was telling me the goat is more of a deterrent than the big fucking dogs. They had a Great Dane and a German Shepherd, and I don't know what the smaller dog was. But yeah, they delivery people and shit were more afraid of the goat. Yeah, this one was one of those huge ones, man. If you were like a 6-year-old kid, you could probably ride it like a fucking horse. It was a pretty big goat, and she just wanted to be loved. Just a big white fucking goat. Yeah, my grandpa had a billy goat that would fucking wait for you to turn your back. He liked to get the boys out on the wood pile. When you bend over to pick up a piece to put on the splitting block, he would fucking hit you, send you right into the stack of wood you just made. I think he ended up in the soup pot. I was a little kid then, like 5 maybe. But I remember all my uncles bitching. But I remember my mother had a little Nubian goat, and my dog had never seen nothing like that before in his whole fucking life, and he freaked the fuck out. He didn't try to attack it or nothing, but that goat could not go near him. This big fucking scary looking dog would run with his tail between his legs when he came over to fucking check him out. He was a gentle goat. He was cool as hell, but yeah, the dog didn't want nothing to do with him, which is cool because I didn't want him trying to kill no fucking goats or nothing. My brother's dogs got loose and fucking broke into some rabbit hutches up the street from my mother's house. People bred rabbits for meat, and yeah, they ended up getting like a dozen of their big fucking breeders. But yeah, so they ended up having like 3 fucking dogs confiscated. Because, I mean, it was far enough from her house, they didn't know where the dogs belonged. And then another dude I know, his 2 American bulldogs got loose and killed the neighbor's calf. He got into a calf pen and fucking killed one of his calves. Fucking dude had to pay $800 fucking dollars for beef he'll never see. Veal. I'd like a couple of goats. I don't know what the town ordinance is on fucking livestock, but I could use like 2 or 3 just to not have to mow the fucking lawn or do the weed eating. But yeah, Allison wasn't trying to hear about no goats. I'm like, well, you don't got to feed them. Well, wintertime is the only time you got to feed them. You know, maybe a little bit of grain here and there. But shit, there's enough fucking vegetation I need cut down. Yo, Monkey Man, what's up, bro? How you been? Hope you had a good Monday. Oh yeah, man. Fucking goats. They were born without any give a fuck. Like, yeah. Like my little brothers, they got more balls than brains. Yeah, I think I got to mow one more time too, BB. I was looking at the grass today. But yeah, like 2 goats would probably be enough. Fence off. Well, I got one part fenced off, like half of the yard for the dogs. Just fence off the other part and put a gate in. Have them on one side 1 week, and then the next week you put them on the other. But yeah, I think some people around here fucked it up for the rest of us. Oh, well, shit. 1 goat would be enough then. I think we only have a little more than 1. So that's even easier. I have to get a really big one that can pull a cart, though. But there's a dude I watch. He invented something called the firebox stove. It's a really lightweight, like backpacking stove to cook on. And when he goes like into the woods, I think he's in Colorado, but he uses a herd of goats as oh no, they'll eat everything. Yeah, man, fucking poison ivy, brambles, all of it. But this guy uses goats as like pack animals. So he loads them up with little fucking packs to carry all of his stuff, and he's just got a little lightweight bag on him, walking around like 4 or 5 goats with little bells and backpacks, which is kind of smart. I mean, they could climb fucking places you don't want to fucking go. Yeah, right down to the dirt. Actually, I wouldn't mind that. I'd like to fucking plant some actual grass seed. I don't know what the fuck they planted this with, but it's like 15 kinds of grass. I don't know if it was meant to be hay or just quick ground cover, but the driest of fucking years, this shit never has an issue. And if I miss a week mowing and it rains, you could sit out in the yard and watch it grow as the fucking rain falls. I hate this shit. I'd rather plant a bunch of fucking native wildflowers and basically have a meadow and just have a 20-foot strip that I have to mow around the house. That would be fucking tits for me. Yeah. I mean, we don't really use a whole lot of the yard. So if I do say even half of the, total area, it would cut down on mowing. It would bring, pollinators around, and it would look a lot better than manicured lawn. Hi, Pegasus. Much love back to you, sweetie. Yeah, yep. Yeah, I don't know, man. My girl's ex-husband's like, I planted Kentucky bluegrass. Bro, none of that shit. It looks like pasture grass. It's like something a builder would throw down to keep the fucking, that would root and fucking grow quick and just keep the soil from eroding away. That's what this is, man. It's a whole bunch of different fucking textures. And what's up, Hunter? But yeah, this stuff is weird. There's some of it don't grow real tall. It gets kind of like stringy, like it's real thin. And others gets tall and thick, like really wide bladed grass. It's weird. But all my neighbors say it's the fucking greenest grass in the neighborhood because, like I said, it never gets dried out. It's tough. It's tough grass. Yeah, we get them here once in a while. We're a little close to the city. Well, it's not a big city, but you still hear them. I'm right on the edge. We get foxes and fucking. I know there's black bears coming in the neighborhood. I haven't seen one yet. A few of the neighbors have, but I seen one fucking 2 minutes up the road. Shit, where I lived before I met Allison, they would run through the yard every fucking night. Dogs would go batshit. They wouldn't start howling till they got up on the ridge behind the house, yodeling and shit. But the dogs heard them coming through the backyard every night, going up the hill. It was in the woods, like it was literally in the woods. Yeah, nope. I hear a lot of people around here claiming those are a myth. Well, motherfucker, I've seen them. I grew up on dairy farms fucking the first half of my childhood anyway. And there was a lot of people on the back roads just dropping their fucking dog off. And there was strayed packs of wild dogs. And you see some that were in between. Look kind of like a little bit bigger coyote than normal, or a little bit different colored coyote, but you could tell there was some hybridization going. Oh yeah, they must be city folks. Well, I appreciate just the splash and dash, Cindy. We always love seeing you. And we adore you right back. Yeah, I'll probably stop in. At least, to say hi. Ken's been going live earlier, so it's been a lot easier. Yeah, they're a different breed out there, Pegasus. You guys, they've had a lot more time around, urban areas to get used to it. They're not quite like you don't see them in Manhattan, like they're not that close to where lots of people are. There's still quite a bit of wide, open space in between. But there's always that possibility. I mean, they'll get not rabbits, well, rabbits if they're out, but they'll get people's chickens and shit usually, but that's about the extent. Raccoons and bears are worse. They'll get your garbage all over the fucking place. Yeah, yep. My cousin lives not far from Houston, and he's got a Great Pyrenees. Just showed up one day when he lived in New Mexico and was running the farm there. and just showed up one day, started playing with his dogs, and he just kept them. And when he moved to Texas to take over running another farm, he brought them with him, and he's been running coyotes down once or twice a week ever since they got there. They come on the farm property, and he knows about it. He goes looking. Fucker. All right, got it that time. Oh, really? Oh, boy. Oh. Yeah, I'm kind of jealous. He's definitely got it made. Ugh. Yeah, fucker, I'm already looking for upgrades. So at least I get more time out of the 75 than I got out of the 20 with him. He grew a lot faster than I thought. Yeah, no worries. Only when he's going to get some food next. But he don't seem to be wanting to eat too much today. Somebody recommended switching to uh, feeding every other day as opposed to every day, which might stimulate his appetite a little bit more, make him try different stuff. I did find out I could try apple. He didn't go for it though. I don't know how else I could cut it up. I kind of made it like into little shreds so it resembled like the mealworms. But yeah, he didn't go for the apple. He still goes for peas. But I think sweet potato and carrot. But I gotta boil the sweet potato or carrot to make it so we could eat it. They're kind of tough. But yeah, I tried a steamed carrot. He didn't like that. I tried a thawed out frozen one, which was a little softer than a fresh one, but he didn't like that either. He didn't go for it. I kind of want to re-landscape, but I don't want to freak him out and the catfish either. But I'm gonna probably do that. I'm not sure how yet. I'm still contemplating, but just something a little bit different. Yeah, he's definitely picky, which is uncommon for an Oscar. I'll try cutting up some shrimp for him later. Do that next time. We'll get it prepared ahead of time, thawed out. He should go for that. But yeah, usually he's always looking for food. He's not so enticed by it today. Oh. Yeah, I think cutting him down on food will definitely help make him less picky. Um, there are a couple of other frozen foods at the pet store I want to try. Beef heart, um, and the frozen silver side minnows. But I don't know if he'll eat a dead minnow. He doesn't like the dried ones I got from the Hispanic store. Okay, I fucked up. I'm back. Yeah, I think our cat fucking one dog, my mother-in-law's dog, likes to harass him when he eats. I think he eats too fast, but every now and then we'll find a little regurgitated pile of cat food in the most fucking uh shitty spot you could have it. Right where you would step on it if you weren't paying attention. Yeah. Fucking rubble is thrown up on the fucking bed. Like he'll get under the blanket while we're watching movies or something up here and get all entangled and he wouldn't be able to get out and then yep. Oh god. Uh yeah, it's never good. I fucking what year was that? Fuck. 2006, 2005, something like that. I went to see the Allman Brothers and we went and hung out in the parking lot at Saratoga Performing Arts Center for a couple hours after the show. And I lived 15, 20 minutes from there at the time, so it wasn't a big deal. But I got home around 1 o'clock in the morning, 1:30, something like that. And the cat had fucking kittens right in the middle of the bed. Like right smack dab in the center. I was like, you son of a bitch. And we ended up sleeping on the couch. We had to fucking steam clean the mattress. Yeah, it was fucking terrible. But yeah, we threw everything in the wash and then cleaned the mattress. And I was like, I ain't trying to flip this fucking thing or nothing. I'm going to sleep. But yeah, fucking 7 kittens right in the middle of the bed. Oh yeah. Yeah, I sleep like a fucking rock usually. But yeah, that'll get the eyes open quick. Fucking jolt you out of bed like an electric shock. Yeah, sometimes. Or it'll be downstairs and then you have no choice but to find it with your foot in the morning. Yeah, yeah. Bella was well, she don't get sick a lot, but when she does, it's quiet and usually just liquid, so it's an unpleasant surprise. But I usually throw on slippers before I start walking around anyway, just out of habit. I read it as retching. That would be pretty fucking amazing, though. A wrenching animal. Especially if it doesn't have thumbs. Mm-hmm. Still here, Hunter? It's good to know, buddy. It's getting quiet around here. Yeah, yep. Unless you're dyslexic, in which case it's backwards too. Yep. Yeah, it's kind of a big ask after all that shit. Yeah, it's worth the shot, Hunter. Yeah, that is a good consolation, BB. Yeah, you're stuck with me anyway, BB. Yeah, I was thinking not long ago about how many people I've met since I've been on YouTube. And like how many people between then and now I don't even fucking remember. And there's a very select handful, Hunter, BB, Blue, Boston Bridget, Stewie. I've been friends with since whenever I met you guys. We've always gotten along. And very few other people are like that. You know, people tend to tend to become that which they claim to despise. You know, like, oh, they doxed me, so I doxed them. Well, you were cool right up until you played their fucking game, and now you're just the same kind of a piece of shit as them. However you want to spin it, you're no better, you know? And everybody is jumping on this one side or that one side, and it really makes people look kind of silly, really, because, I mean, everybody's doing the same thing. Yeah, Spirit, too. You know, everybody's shit talking this one, that one, and the other one, and then get upset when it comes back around. Well, it's a cycle. You know, everybody goes through it. If you're going to be involved, you got to be prepared when the dial stops at you. You know, but then it's like, oh, I ain't never doxed nobody up until they dox me, and then it's a free for all. You know, it's I don't fucking understand it. The more I know of people, the less I know of people, you know? But yeah, it's like when everyone's guilty of doing the same shit, and yeah, really, BB, what joy do they get out of that? Like, how fucked up of a person do you have to be to generate bullshit online? Like, I don't tolerate shit like that in real life, you know? I don't hang out with people that shit talk, you know, their supposed friends. Yeah. And it's like everyone's the same though. You know, they run their mouth a little bit different, you know, they might use bigger words than the last guy, but it's still all the same thing, man. Well, it's got a lot of fucking company, BB. Fucking goddamn, man. Like, yeah, when I first started going into live streams, it was just fucking around. It was fun. You meet people, you joke, you shoot the shit. And then it's like, oh, listen, this one did that and that one did this, and now we got to make them look like assholes. Fine. But eventually, everyone started doing everything that those people were doing right back. So it's like, you might as well just watch the motherfucker you hated in the first place. And I can't hate watch. Like, if I don't like someone, I'm not going to fucking watch them. I don't give a fuck what you're doing. I'm not going to be part of it. You have fun. Like, I can't watch someone that I don't like. Like, it Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's gone to the point where now it's like, if someone is just actually trolling, it's hard to fucking know or not. Yeah, man, exactly, Munchichi. Like, it's like threatening to beat someone up over the phone. What? But it's gotten just fucking dumb now. I think what happened was Miss fucking Wonderful got kicked off, and everybody just fucking avalanched into her spot, tried to take over that asshole role. Oh yeah, yeah. Grade A, 100% unadulterated stupidity. Welcome back, Pegasus. Yeah, he already told me. he was over here. I'm still shooting the shit though, Jasper. Mm. Yeah, that is the one thing that that's still the same. I still can't understand the motive or the thought process behind, going online and watching people you can't fucking stand to find something you can use against them. It's like, Jesus Christ. In real life, if you don't like someone, is this what you do? Because that shit gets you beat up in real life. God damn it. I thought the water was a little bit quieter than usual. You're gonna have to clean them pumps tomorrow. Ugh. The one on the left was this one closest to the front wasn't fucking pumping. No, no. Yeah, I was gonna ask that too, BB, if it was identifiable at least. The other day, she said she wasn't eating because she couldn't tell what it was. Yeah, Monchichi, you can't tell someone who knows they're right even though they're wrong. That they're wrong because in their mind they're right regardless. It's another case of one of those fuckers that don't learn something new every day. I mean, I know people that have worked the same fucking trade for 40 years and don't claim to know everything. Some people do it for 40 days and they invented the whole fucking thing. No one's ever done it as good as me before. But yeah, I got 4 brothers that are like that. You could show them undeniable proof that they're wrong, and they're still going to believe the stupid shit they believed when you started talking to them. Yeah, yeah. I watched 150 YouTube videos and I know what I'm doing. Well, I hope your fucking video, when something kicks back or fucks up on you, if you get impaled with one of your fucking gouges, please video that shit because we'd like to see it. It's like people that never had a fucking board kicked back on them on a table saw or the fucking skill saw fucking bind and kick. Oh, I never had that. Well, you ain't been doing it long enough then. You made one cut. You definitely ain't doing it long enough then. Sometimes shit happens, dude. Mm. Yeah, I know some people that want to be tattoo artists. They mail order. Well, they go online. They order a kit. They get an outline gun and one for doing color and shading, and a fucking 20-minute DVD. My brother did that shit, and he fucked up so many people's skin, dude. Like the first one I seen him do, like it looked 30 years old the day after he did it, or the day after it was fully healed. It just looked like shit. Like he's really digging them into some people, and oh man, he's like, when are you gonna let me do one on you? Never. Fuck that. Are they playing now, Hunter? How far along in the game is it? Yeah, exactly, Monchichi. Could change though, Hunter. Could be one of them good games. Yeah, that's just like a dumbass fucking mistake. You know, stupidity. He should have got gigged. Teach him a fucking lesson. I mean, a lathe ain't something to fuck around with, man. I mean, that wood is spinning like a motherfucker. I'm sure anything kicking back off of that's moving at the speed of a fucking bullet or fucking close. Yeah. Yeah, the lathe is one of those tools that well, it's like a lot of things though. If it was as easy as some people make it look, everybody would fucking do it, you know? And they see it and oh, that looks easy. Sure it does. That looks fucking easy. It's always easy until you fucking, you know, make the attempt. But yeah, it just yeah, man, you got it. That little bit of fear is what keeps you from fucking making a stupid fucking fuck up, you know? And it's just because what if, man, is a little phrase with a whole lot of shit behind it. Yeah, keeping that healthy amount of fear is a good thing, man. Self preservation at its best. Yeah, yep, yeah. Shit. Most of the wood turning videos I see start out with them making a fucking resin mold. You know, it's like, come on, man. I don't want to see you spin a fucking bunch of colored pencils into a fucking bowl. You know, I want to see a piece of wood. I like the wood grain. I like the natural fucking properties that wood has. That's the whole point. Yeah, yeah. If you can, I love that, man. Like I got a 5 foot long, 2 2 foot wide, 2.5 inch thick slab of black walnut with double live edge. It's just a slab off the tree. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do with it. I wanted to make like an island in the kitchen, make it like a bar. We got a table and 4 chairs. We could put 4 chairs around that and make a little more room in the kitchen. But yeah, table. I was gonna do a coffee table, but we already have a big ass coffee table. Um, but yeah, it would make a nice top. I almost fucking yeah. The island was my idea. Get a couple of base cabinets, and make it so we have a little bit of storage under there, and just get some bar stools and make an island. Almost, bro. I was honestly thinking about that, but it's a lot of. It would be covered up. All you would really see would be the edge, one edge. But I thought about that too. We'd make a damn hell of a fucking top for a stand. But it's nice. The grain, I mean, the grain is really nice. I'll have to sand it down. Uh, I didn't. I started, but fucking black walnut's hard. um, I couldn't get all the kerf marks from the sawmill out of it yet, but it's a really nice piece of wood. Yeah, I could do that too. It would probably work out better than what we got. Uh, my girlfriend's ex is just kind of cobbed shit in, so it's it's aesthetically displeasing, the bathroom, to say the least. But yeah, black walnut is definitely beautiful. Uh, I probably should have grabbed 2 slabs when I had the chance. Well, I did grab 2, but I probably should have grabbed 3. Uh, I hooked a buddy of mine up with another one. It wasn't as mine's the nicer one, but he turned his. He bought a couple of legs at Home Depot that you just bolt on, and he made a nice coffee table out of it. Sanded it down. But yeah, that's what he did with his. But there was a shorter one I would have liked to grab. I would have made it into a cutting board for my girlfriend. I thought about that too, making it, maybe cutting it in half and using 2 pieces for 2 different things, but I don't like the idea of cutting it in half. Either way, long way or lengthways, or across rather. But it's just such a nice piece. But yeah, I definitely did think about making a fish tank stand and using that as the top. But like I said, it's really pretty grain, and I don't want to really cover it up. I'd like to make something I could see it. I think I got. Yeah, I could do that too if I had a spot to put it. um, but yeah, I think the island is the thing. It's just a matter of grabbing the cabinets, making sure that everything will line up width-wise. But yeah, and it'd be a nice project. Very satisfying once it was done. But the island would make shit easier on her too. She cooks a lot, so she likes to cook, and she's always chopping shit up at the table. I'm like, well, if we had an island that was countertop high, it would be a lot easier on your back chopping vegetables and shit. But yeah, I think eventually I'll talk her into that. It won't take much persuasion, really. I thought about making it into a headboard for the bed. Yeah, butcher block's nice though. Oh fuck! God damn it! All right, fuck you. Hang out right there then. Yeah, yeah. They're fucking awesome. I know Allison would like a butcher block. Yeah, yep. Yeah, it will. Yeah. Yeah, it just does look so much nicer with the bark on there, though. Yeah, I see a lot of people take it right off to begin with just so they don't have to worry about it, but I do like the look of it. It's much nicer. But yeah, so I just been keeping it here. Fucking definitely want to make something with it soon. I mean, the headboard is probably a good idea too, but I think the island is a much more useful function to put it to. But fuck, I've had to have that thing now 7 or 8 years. It was standing up behind the china cabinet for a little while, but we had to move that, so I had to find a new spot for it. But yeah, after I heard what happened to the rest of the pieces the guy had let me pick through, I should have probably taken as many as I could have fit in the car. He would have let me have as many as I wanted. Uh, but yeah, because he ended up having, I don't know, probably 1,000 or more board feet in slab fucking taken. All of it was from that tree. And it was a big fucking tree. The shitty thing is, most of the ones when I was working for that guy cutting down trees, most of the black walnuts were near houses, and there was fucking metal in them every fucking where. Nails, old fucking clothesline hooks that got grown over. I had a landlord that wanted to sell one that she had, but this thing had to be there since the fucking town was founded. It was a sapling back then, but it was huge and probably 40 feet from the ground to the first branch. And the guy said, yeah, it is a nice tree, but this tree has been here a long fucking time. He's like, there's probably all kinds of metal in that. It's gonna fuck up my saws. It's gonna fuck up my mill. It's not. I'm not gonna buy a tree that's gonna end up costing me money to fix my shit. So she was mad she couldn't have him come in and cut it down for money. But that was a funny day. Fucking tightwad lady was hoping she'd get somebody to pay her to cut down her tree. Well, fuckers, I gotta split and pick up Alley Cat. Cut it off for tonight. Thank y'all for coming, whoever's left. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me and Pigpen, even though he's being a little bit moody. But we'll see y'all next time, fuckers. Have a good night.